This is easy, isn't it? Yes. We either buy the dip or we wait for the bigger dip. That sounds pretty simple. Yes. And this guy here, this old fuddy duddy, nice mustache, by the way, John Maynard Keynes tells us that markets can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. So, yes, the guy behind the Keynesian theory of economics, I kind of listen to him. And this is where we listen to the green dots. Yes, we're on the highway in cruise control, and it seems like we can never stop. And that's exactly what's happening. So even me, as we continue to go higher without a true backtest, keyword here being backtest, I'm not really sure where support is. And the reason I say that is because the higher low is now quite low this week. If we manage to maintain that, which just means we close here higher by Friday, we move the goal lines just like we do when we're playing football or any other sport. So if you read the note for today, the failed breakdown, well, that's a bottoming pattern. So what happens after that? We get an expansion signal, and that is closing above the previous candle high. If we now go here to our platform, very simple. What do we know? Just like football, we're basically in the end zone. The Bulls have scored again. That's why the dots are green. Okay, that's pretty simple. What happened today? Tesla had earnings and it's down 4%. And Google had earnings and it's up 2%. So what are we doing? Hey, just listen to the broccoli guy. He says buy the dip. He says you see a dip, you buy the dip. You're thinking of doing something else? Yeah, just stop thinking. Just buy. It's a bit of a joke again. This goes back to 2007, 2008, 2009. It worked then. It's probably going to work now. So things that can make the market go higher are good news. As of right now, there's not been very much good news, but have a look at this one right here. Lots of deals are happening. Japan 15%. Read this one right here. He's going over to have some talks, some truce. Truce extended in Sweden next week. Whoa. The deal expires on August 12th. That is after every country. August 1 and August 2 is what we're looking at right now. So this could become cautiously optimistic. And as we look forward to the rest of the week, that is what we were worried about. So there's the news and there's the reaction to the news, right? Pew, pew. Got through those two. Where are we? All-time highs. And after hours, higher. So I think we're bullish, right? I think it's a bull market. I could be wrong, but I think it's a bull market. NASDAQ, it's going to be a record weekly close. Do we go to a record intraday close? Let's have a look here. No, there's still some room to go to a new all-time high. So yes, I joked earlier in the week about us potentially going lower. And now we have to move the goal lines again. The bears have to do the daily chart lower for 2 days in a row. Today is Wednesday. So let's do a little bit of math here. Today is Wednesday. Okay, Thursday, Friday. So if we want to get a hat trick here, we're going to need tomorrow and Friday to do one simple pattern. It's just this. It's just getting bearish. So, all right, get out of here. Bye. I would like to say goodbye. We have to print a lower low. We have to close below it. Then we have to do it again. Until then, higher lows are sufficient because we went back to being 4 out of 4. That's just the way she goes, bud. Right now, it's easy dollars. So that's what the title of the video says. It's what I've been saying for a while. Maybe you've been noticing the gains are getting a little bit easier. I just want to show you 2 accounts because I think for accountability, but also for again, just the fact that we're not really even inviting people to sign up right now. You can join our wait list if you go to my website or the link in the description. But here's the account. You can see my active orders, and I'm just going to hide them now. I did 2 manual exits today. I manually exited Sigma Lithium, and I manually exited BYD. Why? Felt right. Come hang out tomorrow on our stream if you want to find out more. Still got Donut. We got a free trade out of that one. Wow, that was a zinger right out of the gate. And now we got Wolf. We added to it. So now we have a position that's worth 1.2%. Look here, right? We're currently 97.3% cash. Wow. Yeah, we can't lose on that position. It's a sliver of our portfolio. And then when there's even smaller, and then when there, we're going to find out what's going to happen. In terms of orders, these are the ones I have. I want to order. Wolf, that one there is a glitch. That shouldn't be there. BYD also canceled now, shouldn't be there. SOXX, that's what I want to buy. And as of right now, I believe it's still active. Let's just double check. Has to hold all the way until Friday. And this is the way that I would express the trade or the idea of going short, which is what? Man, we're going to get a couple hard pennies and go down to support because the market's irrational and people are not solvent or they're not long enough, right? They're not part of the mega big up crew. And they're like, the gains are just so easy for everyone else. So I have to try to top ticket. And this is where I'm currently at. This is a real portfolio. It's not a huge portfolio, but it's real. I'm up 16.2% on the year. That is an absolute crush. And I've now closed out 8.5%. I sold one stock today and closed that one out. It was Dollar General. It's now, it served its purpose. It was an excellent stock, an excellent trooper, but I have rebalanced a few things. Here's what I did. As I'm going through here, I'm going to ask you to please consider smashing a thumbs up or subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much. The changes that I made today here, I'll just go to Slack because that's the way where I can just show you everything and be efficient with time. Here we go. Let's just pop it open. Tesla's earnings are whatever, right? Who even cares? Oh, they don't have good guidance. Where's our plan B? Well, I don't think Tesla's going to do all that hot in the next little bit. That's just my opinion, right? Everyone has an opinion. It's just mine. Let's go here. All right. What did I do today? Yeah, the account's crushing it. New all-time highs. So if we go here, new all-time highs on the Algo account. 18.92% year to date. Wowzers. Yeah. So this one here up a little bit more, 18.92, and that's realized. This one right here, 16.2% total. So my open profit and loss, which just means that positions I haven't sold yet to realize or make the position real. That's why it's called realized. I know I'm saying that a few times, but open gains or unrealized gains are not real. They're real when you sell. So open, I have 7.6 right now. Closed, I have 8.5. I'm really happy with this. And I also know that normally when I show my numbers like that, I normally have a humbling right around the corner. So I'm hoping that's not what's happening here. And I think that just following my system and following my plans is working for me. So we ordered more Wolf. Donut, we raised the stop to 2.55, guaranteed profit now, even if the balance of our shares goes down to the stop. There's some orders for Friday. So what I said was there's going to be more Pokemons, right? There's always more Pokemons right around the corner. There's always going to be more ideas. These are the ones we have right now. We got Plug for 16-to-1 risk reward. Whoa. And these are all green. So if we're going to go down, we order the insurance. That's SOXX, that's SH, that's PSQ. If the market can hold up into the 31st or the last day of the month, we can look at ordering Plug for 16 risk reward, SEDG for 10, DDD for 3, Stellantis for 2, Target for 2, Omex for 2, BW for 2. And there you go. Those are some ideas we can go through live for tomorrow. And then let me just go back to here. Let me just see what I got. Here's what I did. So I trimmed Bumble for 63%, and now it's 40% funded, something new that I added here, pretty handy. So now 40% of my Bumble position is now paid for. That's pretty nice. Yeah, it is pretty nice. And then I added to Berkshire Hathaway with that Bumble trim. I also trimmed DDD for 21%, reduced it down to 2. I added Intel. And then I exited Dollar General, and I bought some Wendy's. So bullish on burgers. I'm bullish on the stinky chip producer and on Berkshire Hathaway. That's it for today's video. I'll see you tomorrow.